guys, this is your Tita in China, and today we're back with a new skincare video. Today we're going to talk about Drunk Elephant. I actually tried almost all of their products. The only ones I did not try was the Umbra Sheer, which is their physical sunscreen that is untinted, as well as their Shaba Eye Cream, because I was trying the C-Tango, which is the other eye cream, and I felt like I wouldn't be able to really review it properly if I'm using both eye creams at the same time. But everything else I was able to try. I actually got several or a couple of their Littles package so that I will be able to try all of them. I was able to use the Littles pack or the travel-sized versions of their products for almost a month, and then afterwards I ordered and I have started using the full-sized versions of the ones that I liked. So I ended up buying 5 of their products full-sized. So for the 5 products that I bought full-sized, I will actually continue using them for another 2 months or maybe 6 weeks, and then I will do a full review on them. So anyway, if you're new here, my name is Emmeline and I am your Tita in China, and I have been living in China for almost 5 years. In terms of skincare, I have been working with several brands for their marketing campaigns within Asia, and I have gone through a lot of marketing literature and scientific literature that I am using now when I make my skincare videos to be able to give you the information that you need to make better choices when it comes to buying your skincare. In my skincare videos, I try to separate the marketing from the science, and in these skincare videos that I make for YouTube, I also research on my own so that I will be able to give you information about the products that will help you make better skincare choices. And that includes giving you information about the possible irritants or sensitizing ingredients that are within the formulation of the products that I recommend. So anyway, my skincare videos come out every Sunday, and my living in China related videos come out every Wednesday or Friday or both. It just depends on how much time I have that week to make videos. So if these are topics that are interesting to you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you will know the next time your Tita in China will have a new video. And of course, don't forget to follow me in my social media accounts. The links are in the description box. So without further ado, let's talk about Drunk Elephant. The whole philosophy of Drunk Elephant is based on the removal of what they call the Suspicious 6, which they think is very sensitizing and generally bad for your skin. The Suspicious 6 is something that only Drunk Elephant has identified and removed from their formulation. This is not something that is approved or recommended by any health agencies around the world. So anyway, the Suspicious 6 are essential oils, drying alcohols, silicones, chemical sunscreens, fragrances or dyes, and SLS or sodium lauryl sulfate. Now, I'm totally on board with Drunk Elephant when they don't want to use essential oils, drying alcohols, and fragrances, and to some extent even sodium lauryl sulfate in their formulation. I do believe, and science believes, that these things are actually not good for your skin, and even if it doesn't really affect you now, constant exposure to these ingredients actually harm your skin and damage your skin barrier over time. So this is the reason why whenever I make product recommendations in my past videos, I always warn you whether they have essential oils, alcohols, or fragrances, because generally these are really products that are not great for your skin. I mean, sure, it's still up to you what products you want to use for your face. After all, this is your money and it's a free world. However, the point really that I'm trying to make whenever I put those things or put those warnings in my product recommendations is that so you will know exactly what you're getting yourself into. So anyway, for Drunk Elephant, I am 110% on board in the removal of essential oils, fragrances, colorants, and dyes, as well as drying alcohols in any skincare formulation. However, I don't think that putting a red flag on ingredients like silicone and chemical sunscreen is actually good for anyone, especially if you're trying to create an audience that is more knowledgeable and is better informed about what their skincare products contain. First of all, there is actually no real evidence to silicones being a bad skincare ingredient. If anything, silicones are actually really good for skincare products because adding silicone gives it a very nice feel, and if it feels good putting it on your skin, the compliance is actually higher. The thing with any skincare product is that it doesn't actually matter how good the product is or how good the active ingredients are inside that product, because at the end of the day, the skincare formulator also needs to think about whether or not this is something that feels good on the skin and will actually encourage encourage the customer to use it more often on their skin. But my biggest issue with this brand is the fact that they put a red flag on chemical sunscreens as if chemical sunscreens are for some reason the spawn of the devil. But the fact of the matter is chemical sunscreens are scientifically proven to work and they're scientifically proven to be safe for skin. More often than not, the reason why chemical sunscreens tend to be sensitizing to the skin is the addition of other things like alcohols or essential oils and fragrances. But chemical sunscreens on their own are actually proven to be safe for use, and this is even more true for newer chemical sunscreens. But you may ask me, what is such a big deal about chemical sunscreens and why can't we all just use physical sunscreens? What is so wrong if Drunk Elephant actually just chooses non-chemical or physical sunscreens in their lineup? Well, number one, because fear-mongering against chemical sunscreens only creates this idea that only physical sunscreens are safe. And number two, darker skinned people like myself, for example, cannot use physical sunscreens. And that's the reason why chemical sunscreens, combination sunscreens, or tinted sunscreen is the way to go for us. Personally, I definitely cannot use the Umbra Sheer because of the heavy white cast that it has on the skin, but because I'm not that dark skinned, I can actually use the Umbra tint. However, it makes me feel quite apprehensive that people with skin tones that are darker than mine will actually need to buy an additional product from Drunk Elephant, which is the bronzy sun drops or the bronzer that they're selling. I think this fear-mongering around sunscreen is definitely not appropriate, and it's actually a little bit abusive to darker skinned people. So think about that. If you're lighter skinned, you can use the Umbra Sheer, no problem. If you're a little bit darker, you can use the Umbra Tint. But if you're darker than me, then you're going to have to buy an additional product so that you will be able to make the sunscreen more suitable to your skin. This is a marketing genius. It's marketing gold because it actually puts the burden of the expense on the people instead of on the company. So instead of Drunk Elephant actually shouldering the cost of creating sunscreens that are suitable to all skin tones, they actually put that burden on the consumer by selling you a product that you can, sort of concoct yourself to create a sunscreen that is suitable for your skin. So if you believe the whole ethos of Drunk Elephant, then you would think that chemical sunscreens are bad for you, and if you're darker skinned, then you're really left with no choice but to use their sunscreen with an additional $36 for the bronzer. So darker skinned people actually need to spend more on quality skincare, when in fact a chemical sunscreen that works for their skin tone is just as good, and they don't really actually need to use a physical sunscreen as Drunk Elephant wants you to believe. Moving on, most of Drunk Elephant's products, if not all of their products, contain Marula oil. Another aspect of Drunk Elephant's philosophy is that there is no such thing as different types of skin. So there's no oily skin combination or dry, it's all just skin. Because they believe that by removing the suspicious 6 from any of their formulas, they will create products that are actually suitable for any skin type. But if you ask me, this is bad branding. There is really no such thing as just one skin type. There are people who have naturally dry skin, and there are people who have naturally oily skin. Telling someone with oily skin that your thicker moisturizers like the Lala Retro, for example, is okay for their skin is just a bad idea because it won't be okay for their skin. There's no such thing as a universal skin type, and there's no such thing as skin types that are produced because you have been using the suspicious 6 for so many years. So it would have been better for Drunk Elephant as a brand to consider the fact that there are different types of skin and that there are different ways of dealing with those skin types. And just like telling someone with oily skin that a super rich moisturizer is going to be okay for them, you also can tell someone like me with super dry skin that a soap with 6.5 pH is going to be good for my skin. So this whole philosophy of it's good for any skin type is just total marketing gimmick. All in all, Drunk Elephant's philosophy, the very root of their philosophy, is based on detoxification of your skincare. And you know how much I don't like the idea of detoxification, and I have talked about in my last video about hormonal acne, the link is up here, why the word detox is super abused by the marketing industry. And in Drunk Elephant's case, they even likened it with this diet program called Whole30, where you detoxify and remove all of these things from your diet in order for you to have a healthier body. So Drunk Elephant is really squeezing every dollar it can from this whole detoxification mentality. And just like any brand that is cashing in on the detox mentality, the prices on these things are astronomical. However, if you think that Drunk Elephant is all about minimizing the ingredients list and removing what is not necessary, as a matter of fact, Drunk Elephant is actually full of botanical ingredients, and a lot of them, if not most of them, actually don't have any scientific backing, or at least don't have extensive scientific backing. So not only is Drunk Elephant cashing in on the detox mentality, it is also definitely cashing in on this natural is better idea. So if you're watching this video because you're planning to buy Drunk Elephant products, just remember those two things. Natural ingredients are not necessarily better for your skin. There's no real need to detoxify your skincare, especially if you're already currently avoiding essential oils, fragrances, and drying alcohols. And at the end of the day, what you really want to look for are science-based or evidence-based skincare ingredients. And no, it doesn't mean that a particular ingredient comes from something that is actually good for your health, like fruits and vegetables, that is actually going to make any difference or will contribute to making your skin better or healthier. Because at the end of the day, your skin will probably look better if you actually eat the pineapples and the blueberries instead of putting the extracts on your skin. First one is the Beste or the Best No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. The full size is 150 ml and it retails for $32. Drunk Elephant calls this their innovative gel cleanser. However, I don't really see what's so innovative about a glycerin-based cleanser. I mean, yes, sure, it has cantaloupe extract, but I don't think that cantaloupe extract actually makes that much of a difference. It might add some sort of antioxidant benefit, but at the end of the day, this is a wash-off product and there's really no need to get all fancy about the formulation. However, even if it's not an innovative jelly cleanser, it is still a very good cleanser. It has a pH of 5.5 and that means that it is not overly stripping to your skin and will leave your skin feeling soft and supple. Because of its non-foaming formulation, it's actually good for sensitive skin. I don't think this is enough for you to remove a full face of makeup. However, I think this is good enough for sunscreen or like a light tinted moisturizer. And speaking of a full face of makeup, they do have a cleansing balm. This is the Slaai Makeup Melting Butter Cleanser. This is $34 for 120 grams. And this is the texture of it. Just like with any cleansing balm, you put it on your face dry, start to rub it in so that it's going to break down your makeup, and then add a little bit of water to emulsify and then rinse it off, and then follow it up with the jelly cleanser. This is enough to remove a full face of makeup. However, it is a little bit dry, so if you're going to use it on makeup that is a little bit more heavy duty, you're going to have to rub this in a little bit more and warm it up a little bit more before it actually starts breaking down your makeup. So the way Drunk Elephant markets or describes this product is that it contains a nourishing fruit salad blend, which is very nice because it makes you think that you're actually sort of nourishing your skin and like soothing your skin, giving it what it needs. At the end of the day though, this is a wash-off product and I don't understand why you need to use such exotic oils because it is a wash-off product. The formulation doesn't need to be fancy, it only needs to be effective. So I don't actually mind if they would use fewer oils and to make it more emulsified so that it actually removes makeup quicker from my face without having to rub too much. And then just use the combination of oils in another product that I actually will leave on my face. Putting expensive ingredients in wash-off products is just also washing away money. The next one is the Drunk Elephant Lip Balm. This is $18 for 3.7 grams. And the thing is, this is not actually just a lip balm. This is also like an eye cream. They actually recommend using it around your eyes as well. It has a combination of different kinds of antioxidant-rich oils. However, the base is probably coconut oil because that's the first ingredient on the ingredients list. Honestly speaking, for a lip product, I don't think it's any different from any of the lip balms that I actually tried before. And as an eye balm or an eye cream, I really wouldn't recommend it because it's way too heavy and way too greasy for using around your eyes. this. But if you feel like buying an $18 lip balm, then I can't stop you. There is no sample size for this. I actually bought the full-size version, and I actually don't think I'm going to repurchase it. Next one is this. This is their Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil. So this one has a very light texture, and it sinks in really quickly into your skin. And Marula oil is definitely less greasy, it sinks quickly into your skin, and it also leaves like that dewy, luminous finish. Do take note that Marula oil does not have any proven anti-aging or collagen-building properties, which is important if you want to keep your skin wrinkle-free and supple. However, it does have a soothing and sort of skin-softening effect because after all, it is an oil. The difference between the Drunk Elephant Marula oil and the ordinary Marula oil is that the Drunk Elephant is $40 for 15 ml and $70 for 30 ml, while the ordinary is $10 for 30 ml. That's the only difference. And if you buy Drunk Elephant Marula oil, the difference is that Drunk Elephant's marketing campaign is better than the ordinaries. That's the reason why you ended up buying it, even if it's 4 times more expensive. The next one is the C-Firma Day Serum. This retails for $80 for 30 ml, and this is a vitamin C serum, and it is formulated with ferulic acid and vitamin E. And this is actually a good antioxidant mix because not only will it fight free radical damage on your skin, it's also, the ferulic acid is very effective in lightening your dark spots or acne scars. This is a 15% vitamin C formulation, and that is a well-tolerated percentage. However, I don't understand why Drunk Elephant would call this a revolutionary vitamin C serum. That is literally what they say in the product brochure here, because this is not a unique product. This formulation with ferulic acid and vitamin C is present in a lot of other vitamin C serums. Also, it claims to leave your skin with incredible radiance and luminosity. Aside from the fact that there is nothing revolutionary about this product, it also contains pumpkin ferment extract, which doesn't really have a lot of science behind it. When it comes to fermented fruits and vegetables, the small studies that we do have right now show that they are promising humectants, so they might be actually good for hydration or keeping hydration within the skin. But there are not a lot of studies done on it yet, so whether or not it is actually even more effective, a humectant, than just hyaluronic acid, we don't know yet. But speaking of hyaluronic acid and humectants, this actually does contain hyaluronic acid, and that's probably the reason why it is an effective humectant or an effective hydrator for the skin. But my main issue with this product is the fact that it is $80 for 30 ml. And while I have no problems adding something that is pricey into my skincare routine, the fact remains that vitamin C is one of those products that don't really have a lot of science backing it up yet. Vitamin C has brightening and lightening effects. It also has collagen building effects. So it's actually a very good ingredient to add into your skincare routine. So while I personally do have a vitamin C product in my skincare routine, I only do so because it is convenient and it's not that expensive to add into my skincare routine. However, considering that this is not the most science-based or evidence-based ingredient out there, I really wouldn't put down $80 for it simply because there are a lot of other cheaper alternatives that have the same antioxidant or vitamin C effect. On top of that, the vitamin C in this kind of formula, because it does contain water, is highly unstable. Even the Drunk Elephant website tells you not to stock up on this product because it's best used when it is fresh. So anyway, this is what the Drunk Elephant C-Firma looks like when it is already oxidized. So you see there's a brownish orange tinge to it. This is only about 2 months old and yet it's already completely oxidized, and I really wouldn't want to put this on my face anymore. So the thing is, why would I put $80 on something that's going to oxidize within a couple of months? And it's not even really an essential product to have. It's just something that I like to have in my skincare routine. If it was cheaper, I would buy it. If it lasted longer before oxidizing, I would buy it. But considering that it's neither cheap nor long-lasting, then I would rather stick to a cheaper vitamin C alternative because there's no real difference in the effect. The next product is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. And it retails for $90 for the 30 ml and $134 for the 50 ml. This is like a gel formulation. It's a 12% AHA and a 1% BHA. And the 12% AHA is a combination of glycolic acid, tartaric acid, lactic acid, and citric acid. And of course, the BHA is a salicylic acid. Basically, it's an exfoliating acid gel or serum. If you don't know what exfoliating acids or chemical exfoliants are, I have a video up here. Please check it out. This is basically one of the most important skincare ingredients that you will want to have in your skincare routine to fight against hyperpigmentation, acne, and even signs of aging. Drunk Elephant promises that this product reveals greater clarity and luminosity. Again, the word luminosity is being used in one of its products, and I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the last time. It seems to be a favorite word for the marketing campaign of Drunk Elephant. But anyway, when you put this on your skin, it does have a slight tingle. Nothing too uncomfortable though, and generally the feel of this on your skin is really nice. I also like the fact that they used AHAs or alpha hydroxy acids of different molecular sizes, so it penetrates your skin in different levels. I would appreciate it though if they would also specify what's the percentage of each AHA that they have in the formula, but that's not really that big of a deal. It also has raspberry and white tea extracts, which are very rich in antioxidants and helps fight damage on your skin. And just like I said in my exfoliating acids video, this is actually a really good product. However, I would rather go for an equally effective product that is like 1/5 of the price. The next one is the B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. This retails for $52 for 50 ml. The B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum is by far my favorite product in the entire line from Drunk Elephant, and I did buy the full-sized version of this. It has panthenol, ceramide, and niacinamide, and these three ingredients are actually essential in the repair and maintenance of our skin barrier. And you also get antioxidant benefits from watermelon rind, apple, and lentil extract. However, I did not see any studies that support that this particular combination of extracts is actually any more helpful or any more antioxidant rich than other products. However, even if you remove any of the botanical extracts, I think the formulation is still pretty good because it actually really delivers long-lasting hydration to your skin. Drunk Elephant promises that it's going to deliver steady hydration throughout the day, and it's going to leave your skin looking healthy and, again, illuminated. But marketing nonsense aside, this actually feels really beautiful on the skin, sinks in really quickly, and if you have oily skin, I think you're going to appreciate using something refreshing like this. And during the summer or in humid climates, this is going to be an effective overall moisturizer. It is very lightweight, leaves a dewy finish on your skin. The next one is the Protini Polypeptide Cream. This one retails for $68 for 50 ml, and this is also a very watery, almost a gel cream. It's only slightly heavier than the B-Hydra. As the name suggests, it has different kinds of peptides in the formulation, and peptides are essential amino acids that help strengthen and rebuild the skin. It also has fermented plant extracts, which, as I've said before, actually is helpful in maintaining hydration. However, this is not something that is super evidence-based. The studies that we have on fermented ingredients are not yet that extensive, so take that with a grain of salt. But aside from the fermented extracts and the different peptides, it also has acetylglutamine, and that is essential in repairing your skin as well as lightening dark spots. And while adding peptides into your skincare routine is backed by solid science, I don't know if having 9 different peptides is actually going to make your skin any better than if you're just using 1 or 2 different peptides. In terms of marketing, Drunk Elephant promises that this product is going to improve your skin's tone, texture, and firmness, which is not really that far off considering that it is a peptide cream. The only real problem I have with this product is the fact that it has 9 different peptides and there are no specific studies, and Drunk Elephant doesn't actually give us any reasoning why they use 9 different ones and what's the difference between using 9 peptides and just using 1, 2, or 3 different peptides. Because if using 9 different peptides only gives you a small amount of improvement compared to using fewer than 9 peptides, then more is not necessarily better and more only means more expensive. In any case, this is a lightweight formula with proven benefits, and the only reason why I did not buy this is because I have a whole bunch of peptide serums, and I do prefer to use peptides in a serum form and to use a moisturizer on top of that. But that's definitely just a personal preference, and this really is a really good product with proven scientific benefits. The next one is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. And this retails for $60 for 50 ml. This is definitely a heavier moisturizer. So this formula contains 6 different African oils. I list them here. Aside from the 6 different African oils, it also has hyaluronic acid, ceramides, and green tea seed oil, all of which are very helpful in the maintenance of your skin barrier. It's also very soothing to the skin, and it has a luxurious feel. So this product is actually heavy, but it's not shiny, which is nice. I actually like that matte-ish finish on your skin. And if you're someone who uses a lot of serums in your skincare routine, it's actually like a welcome addition because it mattifies your skin a little bit. The next one is the TLC Sukari Babyfacial. This retails for $80 for 50 ml, and this is a 25% AHA and a 2% BHA. It also has chickpea flour, so it has sort of like a slightly grainy texture to it. So this is a wash-off product. You put this on your face, you leave it on for 20 minutes, and then you rinse it off. Drunk Elephant recommends that you use this once a week, and that's, I think, quite normal for exfoliating products of this percentage. And they also suggest following it up with the Marula oil. I don't think this is a bad product, especially for like an at-home facial, and it's a once a week thing. However, it's way too expensive for what it is, and The Ordinary actually has a 30% exfoliating solution that you also use once a week, which I think is just better value for money. This product is not differentiated enough from the rest of the market for it to actually merit this kind of price tag. This is the A-Passioni Retinol Cream, and it retails for $74 for 30 ml. This is actually the full size. I had to buy the full size right off the bat because I couldn't find samples for it. This is a 1% retinol. It also has niacinamide, peptides, as well as oils like jojoba oil and marula oil. And I think it also has kale extract for more antioxidant benefit. What I don't like about this product is not the formulation, but the way that Drunk Elephant is marketing this product. This is a 1% retinol, and this means that this is actually quite strong. However, they are marketing this in a way that I feel is quite harmful for their consumers. For example, they recommend using this in the morning.
Two of my favorite products are the C-Firma, which is a vitamin C serum. My other favorite product is the A-Passioni, which is a retinol. I take both of these products in the morning, take a pea size of both, and mix them together.
They recommend alternating it with their 12% TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum, and they also recommend using vitamin C with it. This is a big, stupid suggestion because the strength of this retinol means that the irritancy level is really strong, it's really high. Using this in the morning, even if you have sunscreen on it, is just a bad idea. It's going to lead to higher irritancy, maybe even burning. When I first used this product, I actually only used this for 3 nights in a row, and you can see what kind of irritation I actually had the next day on the 4th day. And I did not even use any other active ingredients like exfoliating acids or vitamin C in my skincare routine. And yet, this is what happened to my skin. Also remember that my skin is used to exfoliating acids, and it already has previous experience with gram-active retinoid 5%. So my skin is not a stranger to vitamin A derivatives. It's just that this particular formula is really strong. And yet Drunk Elephant doesn't seem to acknowledge the fact that this is a very high irritation formula, and it needs to be buffered, and it needs to be used only at night. The way they are marketing this product is definitely harmful, and it's just bad information that they are giving out to their audience. And that's a shame because it's actually a really good product. So while I do recommend this product, I don't recommend using it the way Drunk Elephant is telling you to use it. I'm going to go into more detail about retinoids and how to use retinoids in a future video. Because definitely retinoids are the gold standard in skincare, and it has many years, decades and decades of information and data backing all of its claims. So yeah, I'm going to come up with a retinoid video in the next couple of weeks, so stay tuned for that. This is the C-Tango Eye Cream, and it retails for $65 for 15 ml, which is the full size. And it is enriched with antioxidants, ceramides, and 8 different kinds of peptides. I think this is totally unnecessary for an eye cream, and I think eye creams in general are unnecessary. I mean, I don't know why you can't just make a proper face moisturizer that you can also use in the under eye area. If you are in the market for an eye cream and you enjoy using eye creams, then consider using this if you are okay with paying $64 for 1 tablespoon of product, basically. Next, we have the Umbra Tinte SPF 30. This is a tinted sunscreen, and it is $36 for 60 ml, and it has a glowy finish to it, but it's not tinted enough, definitely not tinted enough for skin tones that are darker than mine. It's a 20% zinc oxide formulation, so it's a pure physical sunscreen, and it is also enriched with raspberry seed oil for extra antioxidants, as well as marula oil for, again, luminosity. This product is okay. I bought it because I couldn't get a sample size, but considering that it is suitable for my skin tone, the product itself I don't really have a problem with. What I have a problem with is this entire philosophy that requires people of a darker skin tone than mine to actually buy the extra product, which is the De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sun Drops. It's this one. And this retails for $36 for 50 ml as well. Basically, what it is a bronzer. I mean, yeah, sure, it does have cocoa extracts in it, white tea, and vitamin E to deliver on antioxidants. And it also has peptides for that skin repair effect. However, at the end of the day, Drunk Elephant has this product as a bronzer. And if you're a darker skinned person and you want to use a pure physical sunscreen from Drunk Elephant, that really is the only way you can darken it a bit more to make it more suitable for your skin tone. Having said that, I did get the full size for the De-Bronzy because I had store credit after buying so much product from that seller. So I had store credit and I only ended up paying half the price for the De-Bronzy. I also thought that the bronzer is good for adding into foundation or into BB creams that are a little bit too white for my skin, but I really don't have the heart to throw out because they're a little expensive. I'm not sure if I will repurchase it though. It's not a bad product in itself, but I just don't feel like it carries enough weight for me to actually spend that kind of money, which I can just spend on something else, on a better sunscreen or on a better skincare product in general. This is the Pekee bar and the Juju bar, and these are actually hard soaps. So the lighter colored one is the Pekee and the darker colored one is Juju. The Pekee has blueberry extract and the Juju has thermal mud and bamboo. So it has a little bit of an exfoliating effect from the bamboo particles. This is way too drying for my own skin because it has a pH of about 6.5, and that is already towards the higher end of the pH scale for the skin. However, if you are very oily skinned, I think that this is a product that you will enjoy using. It's just that personally for my skin type, it's not going to work. So after using the travel size versions for about a month, I decided to buy 5 of their different products. I mean, of course, the A-Passioni is something that I bought from the very beginning, but I'll count that as one of the full size that I bought. I also got the B-Hydra, the Umbra Tint, I got full size from the beginning, and then the De-Bronzy, I got that as well. And lastly, I also got the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. But as a side note, I only got the Lala Retro because we are already moving towards the colder months here in China, and I need something that is heavy, thick, and nourishing for my skin. So I'm going to continue using this for the next 2 months, and I'll give you a full review after 2 months, and we'll see how this actually changed my skin or if it changed anything at all. As a general note, I don't think that Drunk Elephant is actually offering us anything that's different or anything that is not yet available out there in the market, aside from the fact that they're offering the same things for a much higher price tag. I will definitely do a Drunk Elephant dupes and alternatives in my future videos so that you will be able to get the same skincare benefits that Drunk Elephant is offering to its consumers without the high price. So that's it guys, that's our video for today. If you're still here with me until the very end of the video, thank you very much for sitting through all of that. But I hope that you did find it informative, and if you did, please give me a big thumbs up and share this to your friends who are also skincare buffs or interested in Drunk Elephant as a brand. Also, if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions about anything that I said in the video or any of the products that I mentioned, don't hesitate to comment down below. Thank you for watching guys, see you next time, bye! 下次见!